So basically, before I even start, let's just say we have sequence. So we have that sequence, right? That's a sequence. What's a sequence? Go back in your notes and tell me what a sequence is.
Sir, a sequence is a set of numbers that follow a particular rule or pattern.
Very good. So a sequence is a succession of terms, basically. That's what it's saying. Now, suppose you say, suppose we were to add first nth terms of the sequence. Oh, I didn't put the word add. I'm sure when the first nth term sequence is added. So notice that word added. Together, the result is known as the nth partial sums of the sequence. Denoted by S to the n. All right, so let me try to tell you what this really means. Imagine that you're walking to school. Who walks to school in the mornings? Anybody? No.
Students.
I'm specifically talking about you guys, specifically at Greenpoint. Who walks to school in the mornings?
School. Us, basically.
Right. All right. So basically, think about this. Imagine, let us say you live in Crown Court, right? New Schema or somewhere, and you leave out of the house. The distance between the school, your house and the school, is a certain amount of distance, a specific certain amount of distance. And let us say you start to walk, and then no, you stop about 2 minutes down the road, and you realize that your shoes isn't tied. All right, you stop, and you start back again, and you realize, boy, back juice, and you keep on doing that. What happens is that It's like when you, or let me try to illustrate it using this thing here. All right, so think about this thing. You are walking, right, to school, and then this is home, and you walk somewhere and stop. All right, tie your shoes this. Then you walk down some more. You're thirsty. You stop again. And then right before you reach school gate, you say, boy, I kill some time because the line long. I'm friend them. Or you wait till devotion over. Anybody guilty of that? All right, so we have good students. Okay, somebody is saying that they can't see the screen because of the internet running slow. Okay, so I've recorded this. So if it's running slow, it's gonna be difficult. All right. Okay, so all right, so what happened is that the distance between this point here, your home, and this point, let's say it's like 2 or 3, and then you start to walk again, and the distance right here, let's say it is 3. So this is 2, call it 2 meters, and this is 3 meters. So at this point here, the sum would have been what? 5. And let us say you have another distance right here, so let's say 6. So at each point that you stop, to determine how far you have traveled, you'd have added all the previous distances, isn't true? So I want you guys to think of a series like that. So in a sequence, we have just a set of numbers that obey a rule. In a series, it doesn't work like that. In a series is actually a summation of numbers. I don't know, guys, if you follow me. So for example, we have S1 is equal to A1. What does S1 represent? That will be the first term in the series. And then now we have S2, and that would have been equal to A1 plus A what? A2. And then S3 tell me what S3 is equal to?
Sir.
Mm-hmm.
A1 plus A2 plus A3.
Exactly. So,
Sir,
yes.
so it is continue, etc. Like S4, what that be?
Mm-hmm.
S4 A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus
You're
A4.
absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. So, a series is a summation. All right. So, in other words, all right. You have A1, and then you have A2. All right. But to get A2, you have to add A1 and what A2 is, and you keep on adding. So that's basically the difference between a sequence, and a series. So a series basically is a sum of previous terms put together. Everybody following? All right. So
Yes, sir.
we can generalize. We can generalize this statement. All right. So I hope I'm pretty. I can find the symbol here. Hold on. All right. So this is a generalized statement of a series. So S n is equal to. All right. Let me see if I can find the symbols here. Where is it? All right. So, all right. For some strange reason, I don't know. It's not giving me what I want. You see this box here. Normally, it's placed on top of the symbol here, and this box should be right beneath it. But I don't know. It's not giving me. Oh, I see it. I see it right here. When I press on it, it's giving me that. Not sure why. I think probably there's a little flaw, but I want you guys to write this number at the top here. It should be at the top. So that's n, and that's r equal 1, and this is a r. How do you do this? A r. Okay, cool. All right. So don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed. All right. So basically, what if it's because this thing here is at the side, it looks so confusing, but the n should be at the top and the R equal 1 should be at the bottom of this thing, but I can't get it on the computer. So there should be a little space, and you know, let me put a little bracket here.
Excuse me, sir. Why don't you write on the screen?
You mean? What do you mean? Like freehand?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I honestly don't know how to do that right now on this platform. I'm not using Google board. You know, if we were using Zoom, Zoom has that feature here.
Okay, sir.
But when we're using Google Meet, I can't write. Yeah, I can't write. If we're using Zoom, I could have done that, but there's no feature to do that. That's one of the drawbacks with Google Meets, you know. But anyways,
Or maybe you could find the formula online and show us how it's done, how it really looked.
all right, good point. But I mean, the thing about it is, you see which part the N is? Where the N is, it just should be. What if I can be? It's just that the N should have been right there. See that? At the top. Alright, you know what? Just for the first. Alright, you know what? Let me do that. Right. Hold on. All right, so that's how it's. All right, ignore these two little dots on the. That's it. That's how it's supposed to look here.
Okay, sir.
You see the symbol here? That symbol there is called the
Sum of, right?
right sum of, right, or summation. All right, so I think it's called sigma. It's not called sigma, is it? It's called epsilon. I'm not sure what it's spelling for this one here. All right, I think that's a point. So it's either the Greek thing for this is called sigma or epsilon, or just the sum of, summation. All right, so basically this should have been equal to All right, so take that off. All right, so let me try to explain what this means now. You see? All right, so basically, you see the N up here, so it means that the last term is going to be N. So basically, we have AR. This is the formula. AR and R. This R equal 1 here. It means that the R starts at 1. So that's why you have A1. So if this R was 2, this wouldn't be A1. What would it be? A2. You follow? And if this N wasn't N, suppose that N was 5, it means that hold on, I think I'm hearing some noise in the background. Hold on. Okay. Right, so look at this now, guys. Suppose it was sigma or epsilon, 5 at the top, R equal 2. It means that it would have start at what? A2
2 and end at 5.
and end at A5. That's what it means. Follow? So the top number tells you what term the series stopped. All right. Sometimes you'll see this. I hope I can find this symbol here. Oh, I just found it. Sometimes you'll see something like this. Anybody know what this is? Have anybody seen this before?
Yes, sir. But trying to.
It's not
Infinite sign.
Right, it's infinite, right. So this is called infinity. All right, and infinity can be positive or negative. So what this means for this series, it never what? It never stops.
It never ends.
Right, it never ends. So you'll probably see. So it just go on and on and on and on. But usually sometimes they like to put it at N. All right, so you know, let me just. All right. So this is standard. So the R equal 1 means a what? R starts at what? 1. Right. And whatever up here, so it means that it's gonna end at that. And remember, it is a series, so therefore between these terms, it's what? Plus, plus, plus. All right. I hope you guys are getting to understand what a series is. All right. So what I'm gonna do. So this is basically what the definition is, guys. Yeah, it doesn't. I'm actually looking at the textbook right now. This is basically the definition of what a series is. All right. So a series is a sum of terms. That's a basic definition. Series is a sum of terms. While a sequence is a what? Is a succession of terms. Two different something. Let us look at a simple example. Take this example here. So let us say, so let's call this A. A is a series. Two, 5, 8, 11, 14, 17, 20, 23. So we have a series like that. Oh, by the way, don't be confused when I say.
Sir.
Yes.
So the series that you put in, series of numbers that you put in the bracket.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just reminding you that you must put like the dots in indicating that the numbers must continue.
All right. Good observation, Travis. All right. But Travis, a series can be infinite, not true? Or it can be what?
Oh, finite. Oh,
Finite, right. So specifically, if for this particular remember, is it up here, so where I have the dots? Suppose n was equal to 9. It would mean that this series will be a finite, not true? You follow?
yes, sir. That means that
Right. So if you don't see the infinity sign, all right. Let's say you see the infinity sign. It means that it goes on and on, not true? But as long as n equals something, it means that a number is actually there. So most series are actually what? Finite. All right. Let me tell you a quick use of this thing here. Let us say you want to add up all the numbers from 1 to 5 million, like 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. Suppose you want to do that, you can actually use this to do that. All right. By the way, have you guys ever look at your scientific calculator and see this symbol here? Yeah. As a matter of fact, when we're doing statistics, also, you remember when we are adding up all the numbers and you find the average? We also use that symbol there. All right. Okay, so let's get back to this. So this is a finite series. All right, so these are the questions. Write down the formula or AR. All right. All right. You know what? Let us answer it one by one here. All right. It says write on the formula for AR. What are they talking about? What formula did they use to get these numbers? That's what. That's what they're talking about. In other words, if I start off with 2, you see, what would I have to do to 2 to get 5? Do I say 2 times 2 plus 1?
2
2 plus
plus 3.
Yes, sir. 2 plus 3.
All right. So 2 plus 3 gives you 5, not true? And 5 plus 3 gives you 8. Whoa, you guys weren't kidding. All right. So you keep on adding what? 3 to the previous one, not true?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah.
So but how do you generalize this though?
So it would be A plus 3.
Let's test it. Well, it wouldn't be A. It would have been AR plus 3, not true?
Yes, sir.
So when R is 1, no, hold on. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not AR.
Sir, R2 because
It's actually R. It should have been R. R plus 3. But I don't think that would work because R would be equal to 1 or 2. And 1 plus 3 gives you what? 4. Well, that is 2. You know what I'm saying? And when
Yes, sir. So I'm saying that remember I was about to say that R is actually equal to 2 because that's where it basically starts by 2.
all right. Oh, all right. Let me clear up something here, Travis. You see,
Okay, sir.
let me clear up something. Okay, you know, I see what you're saying. You see this 2 here? This 2 is an answer, you know. And to get this 2 here, R would have to be equal to 1. So not because R is equal to 1, it means that this number here is what? Going to be what? 1. It's like when we put 1 in the formula, we got what? 2. You follow? That's why in this thing here, the subscript here is what? 1. It means that if you put 1 in this formula here, AR, you're going to get a term that we don't know. But it doesn't mean that this first term here is what? Equal to what? 1. It just means that when you put in 1 in there, you get A1. The second one means what? When you put in what? R equals what? 2 into the thing, we get what? Another number. You follow? So, right.
Kinda.
So,
Yes, sir.
So this is gonna always. So for example, hold on there. You know what? Let me just. It's like I'm just introducing to me. Let me not just spend too much time on this. So I'm just gonna give the formula. AR actually equal to 3R minus 1. Let's check it now. When R is equal to 1, you have what? A1, not 2. Alright? And that is equal to 3. What is R equal to? Replace R with what? 1. Subtract 1. We get 3 minus 1 equal 2.
Equal to.
And this 2 is this 2, not true? So when you put R equal 1 in this formula, we get what? 2. You guys follow now? So let's.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Right, so yeah, we have A2 now. What we want now is the second term in this series, and we have to use this formula to get it. Not true. So A2 now means what? It's gonna be what? 3.
then sir, me get it.
3 times 2 subtract 1
Minus
equals what? 6.
6 minus 1 equal
Or
5.
5. All right.
And then sir, and then you just continue with same thing to get the same.
Right. You just continue.
So, sir, where we have 3 bracket 2 in the next, so you would have 3 bracket 5 minus 1.
No man. R, you know. R is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 until it stops up here, so. You follow? But for the next one now, we're gonna have A3.
A3.
Right. So that means that R, you know, this R we're talking about now. R subscript. A3. So 3 subtract 1 equals 11, not all. No, sorry. 8.
9.
8.
Oh.
And you continue. Not? So this is R equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not true. So this will start. This N will be equal to 8 up here. Not true. And R be equal to what? 1. Are you guys following?
Yes, sir.
All right. So that would have been the answer. It says write down the what? The formula. for
Sir, we
AR.
don't get that.
All right. Where want me start?
It's because in the series of the A is the series with those numbers in it. So is it because it is 8 numbers in it? Let's just stop at 8. We said 3 times 3 minus 1 equal 8.
No, man. All right, hold on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we have 8 numbers up here, not true?
Yes,
It
sir.
means that R would start at 1, so you'd have A1, A2, A3, A4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, and stop at 8. But this 8, you know, is this 8. This would have been R equals, this would have been the third term. You follow?
Yes, sir.
Right.
So that's why we never minus the 1 from it, because when we do that, we already get the answer.
Oh man, it's just because we kind of lazy, you know. It just feel say I saw you guys were following, so I just couldn't bother. Sorry. I just assumed that you guys were following, so I just wrote 8. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, sorry about that. All right, any other questions? Let's look at question number 2 of the same example here. It says, write down the first 4 partial sums of the series. Well, that's easy. You're just gonna keep on adding what? These numbers, aren't you? So S1 would be equal to 2. You follow? S2 will be equal to 2. We're talking about 2 plus what? 2 plus 5. Which is what? 7. You guys follow me? And then S3 will be equal to what? 2 plus 5 plus what? 8. Then S4 will be equal to what? All those numbers. And that will give you the first 4 partial sums of the series. So what is S? What is S3, class?
Sir, 2.
2 plus 5 plus 8.
Which is? It's 15. True.
15.
What's S4?
2 plus 5 plus 8 plus 11.
29.
Which is 20 something.
26.
26.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, where you get the 15?
15.
Yeah. 26.
That's you are the first 3 terms.
Oh,
And S4 you continue. All right. Part 3. Actually, epsilon here. It's not. For some strange, I love to call it sigma. The name of this thing is called what? Epsilon. Alright, so this is express the finite series in epsilon notation. What they're talking about is hold on again. All right. Okay, so basically, they're talking about this symbol here. Oh wow! It actually worked this time. You realize that I was clicking on the thing the whole time. I was clicking on the thing the whole time, and it was giving me this. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. So what to go here, so?
R.
R2. R2, sir. R equal to.
Why 2?
As a series
Two
start
series
at 2.
start at 2.
No. Guys, listen carefully. Hey, you guys didn't get it enough.
1.
A 1 man. You had to put 1 into the formula to get what? 2. You follow?
Yes, sir.
So you see this number down here, so it doesn't tell you the first term of the series. It only tells you what number you use to start it. Probably I said it wrong. I think I said it that number you use to, well, maybe it's probably if I go back to the video, I probably said the wrong thing, but this is the number that you use to put into the formula to get the first what? First term. So you don't necessarily start. You start at 1, you know, but it doesn't mean that the first term is going to be equal to what? 1. Are you guys following?
So in other words, sir, R is always 1.
Not necessarily. You can it could be 0, it could be 3. You can, in other words, it depends on what you want to do.
Okay.
Most of the time is equal to 1. Alright, what goes at the top here, so? 8.
8.
Because R stops at 8, don't you? Because you have to put R1, R2, R3, R4, R5, R6, R7, R8. Alright? Alright. So let me see what should go in here, so now.
A2.
It would have been the what? The formula, don't you?
Oh.
It would have been the formula you use. get the whole thing. All right. So this would have been the what? Your answer. So this now will be equal to what? This will be equal to all of this. You follow? So if you start off with R, if you start off with R equal 1, put R equal 1 in this formula, what you gonna get? 2. You follow? And then you're gonna put R equal 2 into this formula, what you gonna get? 5, etc., etc. And you're gonna stop at R equals what? 8 to get what? 23. Are you guys seeing it now?
Yes, sir.
All right. So mind you, this formula what? This formula change, This formula will change. So it doesn't. So all of them is not going to be equal to 3R minus 1.
Sir, can you give us an example of when it is different?
All right. Yes, man, I will. All right. Last part of the question. Calculate the sum of the series. What do you think you can do that? What's a series? Where's the series? Stop here, don't you? So if I ask you to calculate the sum of the series, what are you going to do?
Yes, sir.
Add up
Add
everything.
all of them.
Everything. So do that for me.
$100, sir.
Yeah, man. Bills. Somebody get 100?
Yes, sir. Same.
All right. All right, look at this one. It says to write out the following series in full. All right, so this question is a little bit different. So what you notice, they actually give you the series, not true, the formula. But what in this question, they gave you the series, and you have to work your way back to get the formula and the what, the epsilon notation, the summation notation. So this one's a little bit simpler. So all you're gonna do to get the first number, you're gonna put r equals what? 1 in this formula, true? So for example,
Yes, sir.
a1 are equal to 1 bracket 1 subtract 1 close bracket, not true?
Yes, sir, which is 0.
It is 0. So the first term in the series is 0. And then now you have what? A2, which is going to be equal to 2 bracket 2 subtract 1, not true? Which is 2, work out the bracket first, not true? Which is what? 2. Are you going to continue? All right. You want to do that? Finish that for me and do the second one for me. All right, guys. What's the other one?
Sir, 6.
What's the other one?
12. 20. And
20, sir.
All right. How about this one?
sir, I get 1.4.
1.4.
Not finished.
2.2. 3.2. And we get 4.1.
1.
Good. All right. So next class.
Done.
Yes.
Me do number 1, but number 2, me not ready to get it.
Well, you're gonna have to use your calculator. When it says r equals 1, it's gonna be 1 squared. What's 1 squared? 1 times 1. 1 times 1 is 1, and 1 plus 1 is 2. So it's actually the square root of 2. So for the first one is the square root of 2. When r equals 2 now, that's 2 squared. 2 squared is 4. 4 plus 1 is what? 5. So the second one now is actually the square root of what? 5. Follow?
Yes.
And then the third one now, that will be 3 squared 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. Square root of 10. Etc. etc. Alright, so next class we're gonna look at arithmetic progression and